Good evening, everyone. Welcome to an impromptu, chill, half-an-hour Q&A session with my audience. We just finished Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. It ended a little early. We got some time to kill, so we'll talk about anything. Tag me in the chat if you want to talk. I'll do shout-outs for any contributions. Let's see what's on everyone's mind tonight. How was the less lag in Street Fighter 6 earlier today? Asked Brian. Great. I reduced the lag. Sadly, it creates screen tearing in the graphics, but if you can ignore the screen tearing, it was a much better experience. I actually played a lot better. I was learning a lot with Honda. I legit cannot wait to play it again and try all of my characters with the no input lag. Like, there's none. There's literally zero. I push the button and the game reacts immediately online. I was like, why the hell wasn't I doing this for the last year? You know, and I agree that the game looked better without the screen tearing. But dude, if I can play the game much better without screen tearing, fuck it. I'll take the screen tearing. Let me play it, right? So I'm actually excited for more Street Fighter 6 this week. Would I be against having movie night? I don't know what that means. We can't watch movies together. Movies are copyrighted material, and you can't watch them on a stream. It's not possible. Third man, your name is disgusting, and I don't know what the hell you're talking about. What is the number one tip I have for a new content creator with under 5,000 subs? The joke answer is run for the hills. Get away as far as you can. It's a nightmare here. That's just a joke, though. In reality, I tell you the same advice I've been giving everyone for over a decade. If you're going to become a content creator, all right, and your intention is to grow and try to make content that's going to appeal to an audience, you have to be genuine and true, all right? So don't lie. Don't be fake. Don't be an actor. Be yourself and have fun with it. Do something in your content that you like, because if you truly are enjoying what you're doing, it should come through in your content, and that positivity will resonate with an other audience who also likes whatever you're doing in your content, and hopefully it will get you some attention, okay? There's so many people that go into YouTube today that are like, I want to do this as a job, so I'm ready. I'm going to come in with a production budget and lighting, and I'm going to grind it out, making content videos. It's like, no. You go into it with passion. You go into it because you want to share your affinity or your knowledge or your skill or something with the world. And if you do that and that passion comes through, people should like it to some extent. And here's the other cool thing about that. Let's say you really try hard and you share your passion and it doesn't work and it doesn't take off. Guess what? You didn't waste your time because you still had fun doing it, right? You didn't treat it like a job. You didn't go into it with this grind mentality or whatever. Don't do that. You know, that's my take anyway. There's so many people who have done that now, and I think that it's a big mistake. They go into it, they want to be an influencer rather than an actual genuine content creator who has passion for something. Okay. A Baldo is an ice cream. I've never had it, never heard of it. Lord X Law says, do you remember what it was like when you first hit 100K subs back in the day? No, because here's the thing. I never really celebrated milestones. For me, as I've told you guys many times over the years, it was a hobby that somehow got turned into a job by accident because I lost my office job. I got laid off. I never intended to do YouTube full time. I never intended to make a penny doing it. That wasn't the point. It was because I had passion for gaming and I wanted to share that with the world. So when the fact that all of a sudden I started to become popular, oh my God, I got signed to a network. Oh my God, I'm making money doing this. Oh my God, I got 100,000 subs. None of that really, how can I say, really meant that much because I never really took it that seriously back then. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the intention. So I remember when I got it, I didn't even know I was getting it, and they mailed it to me, the button, it's right there, and I got it in the mail, and I think I showed it in a video, and I was like, what is this? Like, I'm not, am I supposed to be freaking out because I have 100,000 subscribers? Like, to me, and by the way, to me, the subscribers never meant anything anyway. If you remember back in the day, it's the opposite of today. Today, I have over 200,000 subscribers, and I don't get a lot of views. Back then, I got an insane amount of views, and I didn't actually have subscribers that were in line with the amount of views I was getting. I was getting millions upon millions of views, but I only had 100,000 subscribers because people didn't want to subscribe to the channel because then they said, oh, our feeds will get flooded because you upload too many videos. So it actually was kind of a silly stat for me. I was like, this number, it's just an arbitrary number. It doesn't mean anything. For me, it's just knowing that so many people are watching this stuff. That's all I cared about. So I didn't celebrate it or nothing. No, not at all. Oh my goodness. Hold on one second, everybody. Okay, I'm back. I had to blow my nose. I was just about to sneeze, and I got there just in time. All right, let's see what else people want to talk about tonight. Internet Archive website was DDOSed. I don't know who did it. What's Internet Archive is the backup for like websites that have been destroyed or taken down, right? Okay, I don't know, but why are you telling me that? What does that have to do with me? Would I ever go to Thailand? I have no idea. Right now, I can't go anywhere, so I'm not thinking about going to Thailand nor elsewhere. No, I'm not giving a Hellblade a numbered review. I don't do that. Will I be maining Jason in Multiverses? I don't know. I haven't played it. You guys ask me weird questions. Were you main a character in Multiverses? I haven't played the game in a year and a half. It's a brand new character. I don't even know if I'm going to be playing it more than 1 or 2 times. I can't. What a ridiculous question. I don't know. The Dan Man, I hope you did well with your study session today. Hope it went well. What's my favorite Street Fighter character among all the games? See, here's the thing. Like, I'm probably the best with characters like Balrog and Vega, but I think overall my favorite characters are guys like Blanca and Zangief, like the oddball characters that just play differently. That, you know, Blanca's not even an archetype. Zangief is the quintessential grappler, right? So there you go. Yeah, I like kind of the oddball characters, so probably those would be my 2 favorites. All right. What do you guys want to talk about? I don't like Jolly Ranchers. I don't like hard candies. I never really did growing up. I never really was for a hard candy. I would eat some fruit candies like Skittles or Starburst, but I just didn't like hard candies. I didn't like the whole idea of that. I like something that you could chew or something that melts in your mouth like nicely. While hard candy like takes a long time. I don't really like that. What is the story of the Mega Man art? Oh, this? I mean, there's no story. Back in the day, when I was a bigger YouTuber, and I used to actually go to conventions. All right, not only to like meet with fans and stuff, but just as a fan of gaming, I would go to the marketplaces that they had, and there was a lot of people who would make different kinds of game-related merchandise. Also, there would be like buying and selling of classic games and things like that, and being that I was a prominent YouTuber and I was making money, I wanted to help out some of those people, some of those artists, and I wanted to have some nice art that I could put in my picture, in videos and the like in the background. And so this is a piece of art that I bought at one of those. It was a collaboration between, well, this one I don't think was a collaboration, or was it? It might be. Yes, Square Painter and Pixel Pop-Up. So Square Painter painted the background, which is basically the background of the Sparkman stage of Mega Man 3, and then Pixel Pop-Up made the bead art that then was put on top of that painted, and it was a collaboration work. And I have 2 of them that are like this, that are like the collaboration. So as you can see, it says right there, Square Painter 2012, Pixel Pop-Up 2012. So 12 years ago, you know, got it out of convention. And I literally had it in a closet for like 6-7 years. Then I had it hanging in my hallway for a few years. And then when I started doing these better backgrounds for my streams, I said, hey, let's bring them out. Right? Let's start using these as art. So now I do. And I think it looks pretty cool, right? That won't stand up. Great. Hopefully it stays. If it hits me in the head, it's because I stupidly moved it, right? I very idiotically moved it when it was staying there perfectly. And now it's going to bonk me right in the head. Watch. Okay. Internet Archive is owner of the Wayback Machine. That's what I thought it was. Yeah. It's, you know, where you can go and see those archive sites that don't exist anymore, right? I don't know why someone would have DDoSed it. Just probably some fucking asshole, right? Some dickhead decided to DDoS it. So now, of course, this isn't sitting properly. See, now I messed with it. I messed with it. Now it's not right. Here we go. Think it's proper now? I think it's sitting properly now. Yeah. I just don't want to get clobbered in the head. All right. Generation Z, yes, my great uncle served in the military. He was in the Navy. That's right, he was in the Navy. But he's passed. He passed away in the mid 2000s. All right, guys. What else you want to talk about tonight? No one seems to want to talk that much. I'm not getting many questions here. If you guys are just bored, then forget it. I'm serious. Like, I only did this impromptu stream because I figured you guys wanted to hang out, but it doesn't seem like you guys have much to talk about. I don't eat ice cream often, so no, I wouldn't be a fan of mango ice cream because I don't really eat ice cream at all. If I were to eat ice cream, I'd probably have like chocolate or mint or something like that. Nope, never played Guilty Gear Strive. Not a fan of the competitive nature of Guilty Gear. I don't really like the gameplay. I'm fine with it. Like, I respect it as a series. But I tried playing the older Guilty Gears back in the early 2000s, and it didn't really resonate with me. So, not really interested in the modern ones. Yes, Kat played New Vegas 2 years ago. Around 2 years ago, she played all of them, like back to back. She played Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4. So she's played all of them before, but now she's doing better runs. Like, now she's doing Fallout 3, and she's going back and doing all the content. Her first run, she skipped a lot of it. When will I play Hades 2 again? I don't know. As early as next week. I would love to play Hades 2 again. I really enjoyed it during the Indies Marathon on Saturday. Some people are under the impression I should not play it now because it's early access and unfinished. But I'm being told there's around 15 to 20 hours of content available to play before you run out of content. I don't see the problem with having that in my schedule and enjoying it. So we'll think about it. Let's talk about it. But I would be down to play Hades 2 sooner rather than later if you guys want it. Favorite World War II movie? I don't think I've seen too many World War II movies. I saw Saving Private Ryan. I couldn't even tell you another one. So I have seen Raging Bull. It was a good movie. Vietnamese Comrade says Vietnam has 6 non-working holidays. He thinks that the U.S. has more. Yeah, but here's the thing. When the U.S. has non-working holidays, that doesn't mean anything. It just means, oh, government jobs and banks are closed. Everyone else works. I worked. My wife worked. Restaurants are open. Retail's open. Everything's open. The only thing that's closed are bank or financial institutions or government jobs. That's it. So when you say, oh, we have 6 national holidays, it probably means your entire country actually shuts down to celebrate the holiday, right? We don't. So that's the difference between our countries. Do I like Nerds the Candy? I've had it. And all I can tell you about Nerds the Candy is that it's sour and sweet at the same time, right? Okay. Now, again, for me, I wasn't crazy. Like, I would eat Skittles. I would eat that, Smarties, stuff like that. But for me, I'm more chocolate than anything else. Chocolate or mint. I don't know if I've ever seen The Great Escape. It doesn't ring a bell. I've never had Trader Joe's frozen tacos. No, I don't know anything about them. No, horror is not my favorite genre. It's one of the genres I enjoy, but it's not necessarily my overall favorite. Oh, okay. So, by the way, here's the thing. We got to figure out what we're doing Wednesday. So tomorrow we're going to be doing Multiverses. It returns to the rotation for the first time in a year and a half. It's coming back as a full release tomorrow. We're going to check that out. Tomorrow night we're going to be doing Fallout 4. But Wednesday is up in the air. Like, Wednesday I could play Street Fighter 6. I could play Fallout 4. I could play Multiverses. Like, I could do a combination of any of those 3. And I'm honestly not sure what I want to do. Like, I'll be honest. I'm intrigued today after having played Street Fighter 6 with Honda and having no input lag and actually, like, learning. I kind of want to play that a lot more now. I'm craving playing it because I won't be frustrated. Um, but I don't know. Like, it seems like there's always a demand for something, and no matter what I play, then I kind of disappoint others. Like, some people saw today's stream and were like, "Oh crap, we knew we would play it again because you did so well and it was fun." And others are like, "Oh, well, Multiverse is tomorrow. You're gonna play a lot of that, right?" And others are like, "Well, Fallout 4 is back now in the rotation, right?" And then others are like, "Oh, what about those indie games? Those are coming, right?" It's like, ah. Now listen, it's always good to have more than less. I'm happy that we have this overload right now of demand of what people want. I like that. At the same time, it's going to be tough to decide what to do and satisfy everybody, you know? Dorforce Gamer says, Fallout 4, please. Not a fan of fighting games, sadly. Well, perhaps. We're generally doing Fallout 4 tomorrow night, for sure. But the question will be, will we play it again on Wednesday or not? I'm not sure. That I don't know. Generation Z says, for me, June will be a dead month for playing games, but I'll watch your streams more. I mean, yeah, if for example, like what honestly is really coming out in June, right? It really, the first big releases are coming out at the end of the month, like the big, obviously the DLC, correct? The DLC, right. So I'm excited for Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. But outside of that, what's the big release for this month? Exactly. Sarah says, how do you avoid having burnout without taking vacation? I cannot imagine not having some sort of vacation in over 5 years. Your mental strength and work ethic is incredible. You have to understand something. I guess this is the best way to explain it. I don't think I've had many or any opportunities to like relax in my life. Like, my life has been a grind. It really has been. I worked my way through high school. I worked my way through college. Then I worked jobs after that. I was constantly practicing, traveling to play Street Fighter during that time as well, right? Then as I was holding down a full-time office job, I tried to get back into gaming. That was always a thing in my life. You know, like, I didn't actually go on a vacation for myself until those times when I was going to those game conventions. Like, those were the first ones. I take that back. I think in 2007 or 8, I went to MagFest before I was a YouTuber, and that was actually when I met the guys from Screw Attack back in the day. That's the first time I met Stuttering Craig and stuff like that. So I remember particularly hanging out, and that was like my first real vacation of my life that I spent doing stuff I wanted to do. And then when I was lucky to be a YouTuber and go to like a game convention and film while I was there and have a ton of content to share with people who wanted to watch it and digest it and support it, that was fun, you know? But basically what's happened is now I'm not afforded that anymore, right? I have to be working 6 days a week, you know? So would I like to go on a vacation with my wife? Sure. Can we do that? No. Number one, we can't afford it. Number two, I can't afford. It's a combination of 3 factors. Number one, I don't have the money to go on a vacation right now. And you might be like, well, that's fine. We'll finance it. Because people have actually said that. They're like, oh, we'll finance a vacation for you, Phil. Okay. Number two, if I'm not here to work, I don't make money. So it's not just that I can't afford the vacation to pay to go. It's also that I'd have lost revenue for when I'm not here for the week. So imagine it's a double whammy. It's like, not only do I have to afford the actual cost of the vacation, but then I also need to be able to afford to not be working for a week. So I need to raise extra money to not be working for the week. So that's like double up. So let's say we had a giant fundraiser and raised a whole bunch of money. Well, factor number 3 is, what about Jasper? We have Jasper Kitty now, and I don't know what we would do with him because he does not like strangers at all. He gets traumatized when someone comes to the house to do something, like a guy comes in to fix something. He runs for the hills and hides under a bed. He literally is a scaredy cat. All right? So can you imagine now that we leave for like a week or 2 weeks and he's with someone else, or he's, you know, they have daycare things for cats and stuff like that, but like, I don't think he would do well. I honestly think he would be like traumatized because of the kind of cat he is. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like all these factors that kind of like, well, wouldn't have time. For me, it's not much. It's not that I want a vacation. For me, I would just like to have an extra day a week where I don't have to work. Like, if I could have a 5-day work week and then have 2 days, 1 day to go out, do errands, right? Do all the shit I have to do, the grocery shopping, the running of errands, going to doctor's appointments and things like that. All that get done one day and then have another day, an extra day to just spend with my wife and my family and do fun stuff. Like, that would be amazing. But I haven't gotten there yet. You know, I'd like to get there someday, but that's what happens when you get into financial troubles. You know, my long-term goal is hopefully that the economy will change, this inflation will end here in the United States, and then I can actually do something with the equity in my home, and make something happen. But right now, I just can't. You know, I was actually on pace to get in a better position. And then, boom, the economy just turned. It's like, wow, well, now I can't do anything. You know? Do you imagine how dumb it would be? Because some people have actually said, why don't you refinance your mortgage and stuff? Dude, you know, I have a great interest rate. I did 10 years ago, the interest rates were way low. Today, all the interest rates are double, triple what they were back then. I'd be a moron to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe someday, right? Maybe someday. We'll have to see, though. Right now, it's just not in the cards, you know? But yeah, no, I would absolutely, I absolutely would like to be spending more time with my family. Vacation right now, probably not going to happen. Maybe as we get older. I said, you know, Jasper, he's with us right now. You know, things change over time, and, you know, we'll see what happens. But, you know, maybe someday. But right now, I don't think so. What game did I find most interesting for the Indies Marathon? Out of all of them, definitely Hades 2, because I loved Hades 1, and it plays like Hades 1, but has improvements and changes to the formula that I really like. So I actually really want to play Hades 2 again. I'm not saying I didn't like Stardew Valley or Noita, just Hades 2 appealed more to me because I really like that style of game. Would we get an RV or camper and take Jasper with us? No, we don't want to go. Where do you think we're going to go? Where are we going to go exactly? We want us to drive up into the mountains with our cat who is front declawed and doesn't like strange people and strange spaces? Like, what are you, crazy? No. Yes, I want to get back to Sea of Stars at some point. Obviously, at this point, it's not in the cards. Look at all the stuff that's popping up that we're working on now. I'm kind of feeling like probably like middle of the summer or something, right? I've heard of Crow Country, yes. Double M. People have mentioned it here on these streams and said it plays like classic survival horror. I guess that's cool. Would I be interested in it? Yeah, I guess. I like classic survival horror. But again, another one that pops up and I don't really have opportunity to play it right now, right? I don't know if I'll play Stardew Valley. Depends on if people want Stardew Valley or not. People seemed to like it as a chill game during the marathon and said, yes, try it again. So we'll see. Jade says try Bats tomorrow. Probably, or maybe I'd see tomorrow. I want to kind of try new stuff. I know Batman was good. I actually was getting better with him and liking that character. But I kind of want to try new characters I haven't used yet. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. What's better, peanut butter jelly or cookie dough? Peanut butter and jelly. Cookie dough, I don't really like. I like cookies. I don't really like raw cookie dough. It's too sweet. Will Silent Hill games make a return anytime soon? Generation Z, I don't know what you mean. What Silent Hill games would I play? I've played them all, right? I pretty much played every one. I want to play the remake when it comes out of 2, but there's nothing to play. Anything else, guys? What else? Yes, I'm going to play the remake for sure. Why wouldn't I play the remake, right? Everyone's excited for the remake. Yeah, Double M, we beat Hellblade. That's why we're doing this. We already beat it, of course. As for games that I'm anticipating for this year, let's wait for these digital events that are going to happen. We're going to have this Xbox Direct. We're going to have Summer Game Fest. The rumor is Sony's probably going to have one around that time too. And apparently Nintendo is also going to have one this summer. Once all those are out, then I'll answer the question. We don't even know what's coming out this year yet. So I can't answer the question yet. Have a good night, Jane. You think they should have remade Silent Hill 1 first? You know, it is weird because Silent Hill 1 is a fine game. It seems like everyone goes right to 2, right? Everyone's, oh, Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 2. What about 1? Everyone forgets about 1. Like, it doesn't exist. I think 1 was a good game. I don't know why people forget about 1, actually. It's kind of weird. Are they? I didn't hear that. These bots, I think they're remaking Resident Evil 1 again. I've heard they're working on 5. I haven't heard of 1 again. I mean, if they did remake 1 to be similar to the Resident Evil 2 remake, that's dead on perfect. Like, I would love that. Resident Evil 2 remake is one of my favorite horror games of all time. So I would love them to do that with 1, but I don't think that. I think they're going to work on 5, is what they were saying. Excuse me. Am I going to watch Furiosa? No. And apparently no one else is either because it only made like 23 million domestically this weekend, which is crazy. Like everyone thought it was going to do well, and apparently it way underperformed. I think the budget is like 169 million and only made like 20 something million. So they're like, oof. They hope it's going to have legs because if not, it's going to actually be a bust. All I have to say to that, it's very simple. Stop Hollywood. Stop making prequels. Just stop right now. No one cares about prequels. We want sequels. We want continuations of plots. We don't need to know about how the past backstory of a character that's already established happened. I don't care. Right? It's just like, oh, it's a Batman movie. Let's tell his origin story for the 472nd time. I don't care. I just want to see what Batman's going to be doing in this movie now. I don't care about the Wayne, parents dying again. Stop. Stop about the past. We want to know about the future. Right? So, I do think it was a dumb idea to make a prequel story. And then, on top of that, it's a prequel story that's not about Mad Max, the title character of that universe. Right? It's not even his origin. It's the fucking side character. So what happened? Like, that was really stupid. Lady Christmas says it's actually a really good movie and not the same garbage that Hollywood has been putting out. Well, it's obviously, sadly, not what people want, though. Just look at how it's performing. It's performing very poorly, right? To me, like, when I heard, like, I saw Mad Max Fury Road, I thought it was good. You know what Mad Max Fury Road was? A perfect summer popcorn movie. A movie where you're not thinking too hard. There's an interesting thing going on with action and elements of good cinematography, right? I really enjoyed it for that, right? So it's like, okay, great. Let's make a prequel movie to that. No, let's not. I don't want a prequel movie to that. I want more. If you want another Mad Max movie set in that plot line or that universe, great, to continue the story. I don't want a prequel. It's so dumb. Like, it's like they lost their way. Why they even made the movie? I don't get it. I disagree. I liked Fury Road. I didn't love it, but I thought Fury Road was a fine summer popcorn style movie. There's a lot of movies that are like that. You're not looking for too much. You're just going to have a good time with some action, and as long as you watch it for that, I think it's a good movie. I don't even know, because some people are saying that it's like political or something. I don't care. I didn't even know that. I had no idea that Furiosa, the prequel to Mad Max, was or Fury Road, had anything political in it. I don't really care. All I know is the whole premise of it doesn't make sense to me. I'm not interested in it. All right, guys. Any last minute stuff? Because we've been going for about a half an hour. That's about what I was gonna do here. So any last minute questions or anything before we take off for the night? Well, look, have a good night. Oh, excuse me. I guess not. No one seems to be talking to me. This is very weird. People just want to talk in circles to themselves about woke propaganda, and I'm not talking about that. Like that's not the discussion of the stream. So if you want to talk about that, I guess you could talk about it amongst yourselves, and I'm going to take off. We're not talking politics. I don't even know what the hell you guys are talking about. No one even said that. Well, play any more Hellblade? Why would I play more Hellblade? We beat it. It's done. There's nothing else to do. Double M, I'll see you tomorrow. Exactly. Carlos says the thing about prequels, you know how the story ends. Right. I don't care about, I really have never cared about prequels. I couldn't be less excited about a prequel. They're not appealing to me. No, I haven't seen either of the Terrifier movies. Nor do I really want to if they're that extremely gory. It's probably stupid. Did I see Henry Cavill as the new Witcher? No. What are you talking about? Henry Cavill as the new Witcher. Henry Cavill was the old Witcher, not a new Witcher. What are you talking about? He was the original actor. There's a new actor that replaced him. What is going on? What is what are we talking about? All right, I think we're done for the night. Like, seriously, I don't even know where this conversation is going. People are asking me now questions that aren't even correct. Like, the facts of the statement, the statement made in the question is factually wrong. It's like... All right, I think I'm going to get out of here, guys. All right? All right, everyone. What is stuck on my coaster? Like stuck. I have to clean it off. All right, I think I'm going to take off for the night, everyone. Thanks for chilling. And I hope that you guys will return tomorrow for gameplay. All right, peace out. Bye-bye.